What is up, ladies and gents? This is Xcal64 and I'm bringing you guys another battle. This is another underused battle. This one's against BlankeOn or something like that from the Maryland forums, and it's real close, so you're gonna have to stick around and find out who wins this. So I lead off with a Mesprit and he leads off with a Ferret, and I'm kind of predicting the trick, obviously. And so I get a choice scarf. I just go for the stealth rock. I thought about U-turning out, but that's alright. He goes for the focus punch as I go for the switch. I'm kind of predicting that, so I go to my bulky Torterra, and I take that really nicely. So I get my leftovers, and I kind of figure he's going to want to switch out. And he goes into his Medicham, and I'm going to set up a Leech Seed on his switch, which is good for me because I basically have all my health back from his old focus punch. And I apologize for the video. I'm still trying to center this all up, so yeah, his name's a little cut out. But anyways, I kind of figured he'd go for an Ice Punch, but I thought I'd stay in there. I kind of thought I could survive that. So I stay in, I almost die, and I go for a Wood Hammer just to try and take that thing out, and the recoil gives us a double down. And this is our first double down of the battle of like 3, I think. He goes into a Marowak, which is pretty sweet. I don't see those too often. I go into my Mesprit. I go for a Grass Knot. I'm not sure if Psychic will do more because I don't know how heavy Marowaks are or anything. But he goes for a Double Edge, and he doesn't get recoil because of his ability. I kind of thought he was going to stay in there and just try and take me out, so I just went for another Grass Knot, but he switched out into his Iron Man, and I really love those things. I'm predicting the T-Wave, which I absorb with my ability, and then I throw up some Confusion on him, and he gets hurt in the Confusion, and I go for a Discharge to try and get off some Parafusion. But I don't paralyze him. He snaps out of the Confusion, sets up some Stealth Rocks. I go for another Confuse Ray, and he gets hurt again. And right now he's probably predicting another Discharge again, so he switches into his Marowak. I should have predicted this, but I didn't. But it's all good. So he goes for a Double Edge, and I stick in there because I've got some pretty good defense on this thing. Go for a Surf Live with just under half health. And down goes his Marowak, which is pretty sweet. So then he goes back into his Ferret, and I'm kind of thinking he just wants to try and scare me out with a Focus Punch, but I stay in there and just go for the Surf, which will break his concentration, and he won't be able to attack me, which is all fine and dandy. Then he goes for a Body Slam, probably to get some paralysis off or just take me down, but neither happens. I go for a Surf, and that will not kill because I have no special attack EVs invested in this thing. But I want that thing to survive for later, so I go into my Mesprit kind of for fodder. And he goes for a Body Slam, but I kind of thought since I had the Scarf I'd be faster, but this thing has a Sucker Punch, which is a pretty good combo if you think about it, to trick on the Scarf. And yeah, so I switch into my Rock Lee, my Blaziken. This thing is awesome. He's probably predicting a Vacuum Wave of some sort, and he goes into an Azumarill. And the epic ending into this battle will occur between these two. It's going to be amazing. So I switch into my Angler here, kind of as fodder. I never know what that thing could have did. It could have subbed up or went for a Focus Punch. But yeah, I send him in as fodder, and he goes down. I go back into my Rock Lee thinking maybe he's banded, and it appears he is, or he would have Aqua Jetted and killed me. He switches into his Fur. I just go for a Superpower just to be safe. You never know what he's going to switch in there. But down goes the Ferret, and this battle's still rolling. Goes back into his Azumarill to probably get the choice banded Aqua Jet that he wanted before. And he does that. I switch into my Clefable. I take that fairly nicely. Doesn't quite do half, so I know that I'm going to be able to survive another one. My Burn Orb, or my Flame Orb, activates. Switches into his Registeel. Go for a T-Wave. Unfortunately, I wish I had that T-Wave on the Azumarill later on. You will find out why. Then I go for a Swagger to confuse him, and that works out, but he breaks through it, goes for an Explosion. Boom goes my Clefable, and that thing does absolutely nothing in this battle. Kudos to you. So he sends in his own Blaziken. We're on another double down. I switch into my Swellow, which is a good thing because if I had switched in my Blaziken, we'd both have Blazikens, but mine is weaker. I kind of thought I would survive. I mean, it would either be Swellow or Blaziken to take the Vacuum Wave. It might as well be Swellow. I barely survived, 23 points, take him down with a Brave Bird, and there is our third double down. And now it's coming down to this. He goes out to his Zoom arrow, and I go back into my Rock Lee. And last time Vacuum Wave did about half, but this time I get min damage. His boss survives, Aqua Jets me, and we're going to go into a slow motion death. Down goes the Blaziken, and that is my first YouTube loss. Thank you for the great battle. That was absolutely amazing. It was very, very close. One of my best battles ever. And thanks for the battle. It was really great. Anyways, I'll try and have a few more up for you guys. I just got a new Xbox, so who knows. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the battle. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later. Peace.